Do you have a parent or parents that are 62 years and older, or at least one of them? I want to share with you today some signs that you can watch for that may indicate that a reverse mortgage could benefit your parents. I'm not saying that the reverse mortgage is for everyone, but there are some definite signs that if you see them, you should get your parents to learn about a reverse mortgage. My name is Miles Pitcher. I'm the owner of Superior Lending. I've been in the business for over 21 years. I love reverse mortgages in the right situation. So just to recap real quick, a reverse mortgage is a loan that a homeowner, where at least one of them is 62 years and older, they can tap into the equity of their home without having to make monthly mortgage payments. The loan plus the interest is repaid when the borrower either sells the home, they either move out, or they pass away. We can go into more details on other videos with you on how they work and what some of the myths and misconceptions are about a reverse mortgage. I'll post a link in the description below with a link to the misconceptions of a reverse mortgage. Just generally speaking, the homeowner, your parents, they need to have, we'll use approximate numbers today, of around 50% equity in that home. And if they have that, then they should look at this reverse mortgage. So first of all, if your parent has a current mortgage on their home, a conventional FHA, VA, USDA loan, and they're struggling to make that monthly payment, they need to learn about reverse mortgages. If they have large health care expenses or long-term care needs that are adding up, they should definitely consider a reverse mortgage. I've seen a couple of people recently who have not had the ability to renovate the home, keep the repairs needed to the home, put it in a situation that will last a long time for them. With a reverse mortgage, we can get them the funds to be able to renovate the home, maybe put some ramps in or whatever they need so that it is a long-term home for them. I had a couple of clients a year ago who had massive amounts of credit card debt in addition to a mortgage and car payments. We were able to help wipe out all their debt by doing a reverse mortgage, and it's just relieved so much financial pressure off of their parents. Have a bunch of credit card debt, car loans, other debts. Another good sign to take a look at a reverse mortgage. If your parents, their only source of retirement income is Social Security, and they have that equity in that home that they own, look at a reverse mortgage. Social Security is just not keeping up with what inflation is doing. And it's really, the inflation is eroding the purchasing power of our seniors and really causing some stress on them, just even on some of the basic needs and living items that they have to have. The lady I met with last week came in and she was very much worried about outliving her savings or what she had set aside for retirement. Her husband had passed away and she could see that her money was running out. She's a perfect candidate for doing a reverse mortgage and eliminating her mortgage payment. Now, I've gone over some of the signs that are really cash flow specific signs, cash flow problems for the senior. There are other reasons that make sense for doing a reverse mortgage. Maybe your parents really want to enjoy their retirement. For example, maybe they want to buy an RV and travel, or just travel in general and be able to go see the places. They're healthy enough that they can travel and see parts of the world that they've been waiting to do for a long time in their life. The other thing that I see people do is maybe they don't like the winters where they live and they want to buy a second home in somewhere nice and sunny and warm. I've seen people use a reverse mortgage to get the funds to be able to go buy that second. The next category that I see that may be beneficial to certain seniors is a reverse mortgage and financial planning. And let me give you some ideas on how that can help. So maybe your parents would like to expand their monthly income, and they could use a reverse mortgage to access some equity and funds and then go buy an investment property. I had a client a couple of years ago who was self-employed his whole life. So he never had a 401k or an IRA or any type of pension account set up for himself. So we did a reverse mortgage on his home so he could stop making his mortgage payment. And while he was still working, he still had a job, he would then take his income or what he would have paid into that mortgage and started aggressively putting money into an IRA so that he would have some sort of retirement account when he got ready to retire. Maybe your parents want to look at funding their child or grandchild's education. They could access funds out with a reverse mortgage to be able to fund the education, or help them have the down payment to be able to purchase a home. I've seen a lot of grandparents gift funds to help their grandkids and kids get into their homes. Great way to do that. Another basic one that you never know when it's going to happen is just being able to have access to funds when an emergency pops up, having that emergency fund set aside. With a reverse mortgage, you can get a line of credit put in place so that you don't have to draw the funds and the interest isn't accruing on it until you actually draw the funds out. That line of credit would just be there ready and at your fingertips for when you needed it. Other thing, couple of other ideas is that I've seen people set up, they want to leave some of their equity from their home by doing a reverse mortgage to a charity or some kind of a legacy. And I've seen them access those funds to set up that charity. And really the bottom line is, if your parents want to remain in this home and retain ownership as long as possible, maybe a reverse mortgage is a good thing for them to look at. My name's Miles Pitcher. I'll put my contact info in the description below. I'm always free to help answer questions, consult, and educate about reverse mortgages. Have a great day. We'll talk to you again soon.